What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to try and change the CV axles on this Polaris 800 Ranger. I did shoot a video about this before, but my camera decided that it was going to die. I had no idea that it was dying, but it just decided to give up on me. And so the front half has been done without making a video, I guess. And the rears, we're going to make a video on it. But yeah, the front ones are really tough. I mean, really, did I say really enough? Because it was super tough. And I'll show you the tool that I made to try and get them out. I'm hoping that these are not going to be as bad. It's been running for a little while with just the fronts being done, and the rears they're leaking a little bit, so they need to be replaced. I think they could be rebuilt, but this isn't my side-by-side. This is actually my in-laws, and so they ordered some new CV axles, just have them done. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm probably going to get some grease on me. But yeah, this is it. Let's make it happen. On the fronts, I found the worst spot to try and get it out is right here. I actually pulled the CV axles apart, broke them, trying to get that section out. But I'm hopeful that these are going to come out really good. All right, I like to take some teetery wood blocks and jack it up that way. Not really, but I mean, really, but it's not exactly what I like. It's what I'm gonna do. And well, I don't recommend that you do this. We're good. A little bit more for good measure. All right. Oh, perfect. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot there were spacers. This is my This is my homemade tool that I made. You gotta wrap this cable around it, and I got a slide hammer because there was no other way to connect a slide hammer to it. I spent 2 days doing the front ones. Yeah, when I say the front ones were terrible, they were absolutely terrible. Hoping for better this go around. I just gotta dive right into it. Oh. It does come with a new pin, so I may just kill this one. This one's pretty twisted, but usually I can take the two pieces and grab them both together and then wiggle both of them together, and that makes them stay. That way they're both bent at the same time, instead of trying to pull them together and they pop apart. I don't know if that's a trick that's going to help anybody, but it does work for me. Oh, I hate to kill anything that doesn't need to be. If I can get this one out, I'll save it, but I might just have to cut it off and yank it out. It's in there kind of snug. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it. They sell more at the store. It's going like you'd expect. Usually these are pretty easy, but this one not so much. It's in there tight. We're getting close. I said that. I didn't mean it though. I was making that up. We're not getting close. It's like it was almost too big, but I don't think that that's the case. I think it's just a little twisted in there. Ta-da. Put that in that bucket and then throw it in the yard somewhere and put it in a tire. Super easy. We'll go ahead and pull the brakes off. It's an impact, what that is. Oh. Oh boy. That's gonna be super fun. As I back it out, it's gonna end up pinching the wrench into it, so it's actually not going to be super fun. Oh. I think it is, maybe not. It's just kind of pinched into the caliper a little bit. There we go. Now we just pull these things off, I think. Kind of making this up as I go, so if anybody's upset, well. That'll be good and hot. All right, and I also want to take one or the other of these off, and I'm going to take the top one, just because I think either or would work. It's pretty easy. It's all going way too easy. I'm not comfortable with it. Oh. It's gonna be fun to put back in. I wonder why it's so tight. Why are you so tight? There we go. All right. Boy, those are snug. I need to tie that out of the way for this next part. See if I can pull it up out of here with this somehow. Hopefully that's enough. Kind of like a little bit more if I can get it. I want to get a straight pull when I do this. What I'm going to try and do is something I've seen some videos of guys doing. I tried this on the front and it did not work. I actually pulled the knuckle of the CV shaft apart, and yeah, it was not fun. Not saying that this way will do that. It's just that everything I tried to use to pull it apart, it did that. So this one came right out. I just used this. I just left the, oh, it's heavy. I just left the nut on there just a little ways, enough that I'm not going to strip some threads off, and I just pulled it out. And this came out super simple. I literally spent 2 days with the slide hammer trying to do the ones on the front. I'll just show you guys kind of what I did so that you'll know, just in case someone's watching this to be informed as to how to do it. What I did, I found a piece of cable. You may or may not have a piece of cable. I don't know what this is supposed to be for, but this is what it was for me. And I just looped it around the end of that so that I had something to pull on. And I looped it through the end of my slide hammer. I mean, this is just as janky gets. And I threw these little vice grips in it. And I just, I got it back as far as I could and just kept slamming on it. And I slammed on it until my back hurt. I'd finally give up, and I'd come back, and yeah, I can't believe how easy that was. But it's fantastic. Like, I'm super thankful, absolutely thankful that worked out, because it was just awful before. Yeah. Anyways, so in order to try and keep this from being as bad as the front ones were, I'm going to put a little bit of red grease, high temp on it, because it's just what I got. I do what I want. But this will hopefully, if this ever has to be done again, make it not so tough. These right here are actually wet, but I've been lubing these up for probably a month and a half. Every once in a while, every so often, it'll make you feel like yes. All right, and this should just pop right back in there. Oh. See if I can smack it with a ham jammer. I don't know if that's recommended or not. That's what I'm doing. Aw. I get duty on it. A little bit of duty. Need a bigger dead blow. This little wimpy guy just ain't got enough. Somebody did a rickety job of jacking this up, so I don't really want to climb underneath there and try and force it. What a pain. Yep, can't always be easy. Do I smack it with a regular hammer? Oh, I don't want to. Oh, it's starting to go. Just keep giving her. Oh, it's not going. More dookie. All right. What I'm going to do is, or attempt to do, I got this little short 8-pound sledge. It's a little heftier than that other. I'm going to put this board over the end of it and try and smack it in. Do I suggest that you do it this way? No. And if it works out without any damage, which I'm expecting, do I, suggest it? No. So, yeah. Let's get this guy in there. All right, I'm going to need you guys to watch closely and let me know if that snaps in there. Turn it a little bit. I don't know how I'm going to hold all this up. Probably a knee. Don't you come out. Ah! That's a thumb. Is it going? Can you guys see it? Oh. I just This is tough by yourself. I need someone who will let me swing a hammer at their hand. I've already hit my thumb, so I know what not to do. This is so much harder than I want it to be. Wow. Little spring just doesn't want to go in. Then it went. Well, to be completely honest, what I did, the board just wasn't working. It was just smashing the end of it, and it was hard to hold, and I hit myself in the thumb with it twice. I ended up just backing the castle nut out where it was flat, making sure this was completely straight, and just tapping it in with this. Had to hit it a little harder than I wanted to, but it didn't damage anything. This is actually some really hard stuff, and yeah, it rolls real easy with my thumb, so yeah. Do I suggest doing it that way? No. Let's get this thing back together. Just a smidge of grease on here. I don't know if I suggest that or not. To be honest with you, it looks like this one's been rebuilt. I can see some kind of burn marks in that one right there. I don't like that. Maybe it is a rebuilt piece. Not really sure. But it kind of looks like a bearing's already been hot on that one, and this is a new unit. I'm sure they just rebuild them. As long as the bearing hasn't marred it, which it looks fine. May put a little bit on it as well, because that's where the bearing is going to ride. Okay. No cream. Now I have grease all over my finger. Now to remember how this goes back together. This side's rustier than that side, so I'm guessing it goes down here. Ouch. You don't need fingers. This is a part where a little helper would be fantastic. Oh. Cool. This did work swimmingly. I can't believe how easy this side is. It makes me wish I had just gone ahead and done it versus waiting. But at the same time, you know, whatever. Maybe it's soaking for a while. Might be part of what helped it to work out. Oh. I think that rubber bushing in there is like, it's in there too tight. It doesn't want to move. I need it to move. You would think as much up and down as these things do while driving, this would be kind of a loose fit, but it is not at all. Hammer hand. That's what hands are for. That's why it's called a hammer. A little tap tappy. Let's use something softer. Huh. You guys mind if I look? That's pretty close. Boy, close but no cigar. Am I going to ruin the threads? It looks like it's really close. I thought maybe. I'm not going to force it. May need to go up just a little. Nope, it needed to go. So close. What I'm doing is opening up those flanges just a little so that maybe I can move this around. It's so close, yet so aggravating. Nailed it. Literally, like with a hammer, nailed it. You guys remember where these nuts and bolts go? Burp. Oh. Snug. That's the torque spec right there. Snug. Man, I'm so proud of how well this went. So apparently I stuck my tripod in the grease. It's okay. Now it won't rust. It's different. They are the same. You just have to find the hole. I don't know why, but the brake was already kind of loose and flappy. Typically, you gotta pry them apart just a little bit, and I don't know why I didn't have to on this one. That should working. Just to be ignorant. Dink. This tire sounds like it needs a little bit of wind in it. Oh, I'm not doing this by hand. On this one, there are 9/16, which 14 would probably work the same. Cool. Well, guys, that was that's it. The other side's the same thing. I'm sure you don't want to see it twice, but yeah, that went super easy. I'm telling you, I spent 2 days fighting those other ones. I never thought they were going to come out, and I got to a point where it was like I'm just continuing to do the same thing over and over, which means you're insane or something like that. Which they're not wrong, but I finally ended up getting it out of there. I didn't want to pry between. Well, let me get this. I didn't want to pry between here and that aluminum case and have that break it. And then I would have another problem and something else to replace. But as you can see, these have been leaking decent, I guess. They haven't been making any noise or anything, but you know, when they start to leak, replace them or rebuild them or whatever you want to do. But we replaced them in this case. But yeah, I didn't want to pry on it, and I didn't want to have to beat on it or anything like that. It didn't want to come out. There's just a little snap ring inside of there that it just locks it in place. And when they've been full of dirt and mud, and before this made it here, it had been through a lot of mud, I believe. They were going mudding down south and stuff like that. So it was pretty nasty. It was rusted. It was dry. It didn't want to come out, and it was an absolute fight. And even after I got it out, I realized that I really wasn't getting much, if any, penetrating lubricant in there. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's how easy it can be. And if you're spending 2 days on it, let me know. any of you guys have struggled, like I need a brotherhood of some sort because it was awful. Anyways, guys, I absolutely appreciate you watching this. I know that it's not well, my norm, I guess, but you know, I wanted to make a video. I had a little bit of time. I had something to do, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and God bless. Check you later.